I think everyone just assumed, your husband works for AEW. They just kind of assumed that you'll end up in AEW at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like I'll wrestle Brandy and then like our kids will
Oh, you're going to
wrestle.
wrestle now.
Who knows? But that's the thing too. Is like you look at AEW and I think everything they're doing is fantastic. I'm not saying I wouldn't do something there. I for sure would if the right thing came up, but it's not the thing that I'm like chasing down. I think my time in WWE was so great and my time in wrestling has been so great, but I don't want to have that be the only thing that I do. I don't want to pigeonhole myself as like just being like the wrestling girl. I'll always have that in my wheelhouse and have that be a thing that I lean on, but I think there's so many other things that I want to do that I think just going right to working another wrestling company would sort of take away from my whole purpose of wanting to walk away.
When John left WWE, did that put a lot of pressure on you and your position there?
Shockingly, no, it
Hmm.
didn't. It actually made my life easier, to be honest. In a sense of like one of the hardest parts was like I had just started doing commentary when he came back from injury. And he came back and was coming back as this heel character and like God calling my husband's matches while he's this like wacky heel was like a really hard spot to be in. Because some days I would get the feedback of like, just call it like a wrestling match. You don't know them. To then being like, so what'd you guys have for dinner last night? Or what'd you guys talk about at home over the weekend? I'm like, fuck. I had no idea how to like really navigate that. So once he left, I was like, well, at least I don't have to deal with that anymore. Thank God. But no, I kind of kept waiting to see if people would maybe treat me a little differently. Like even just like, cause I was sitting in production meetings every week. I'm like, are they not going to want me in production meetings? I'm so privy to all of the information going on in WWE. I'm like, are they going to like not want me to know this information? So I'm not like leaking information to my husband or something. But no, none of that ever really happened. If it did, it was a slow enough burn that I never noticed it.